You just lost, but your body doesn't know that yet. The reels stopped one symbol short. So close. And for half a second, you feel it. A small spark, almost a thrill. Not the flat, gray nothing of a loss. Something warmer. Something that leans you forward and whispers again. You didn't win. So why does your brain feel like you almost did? Because that almost was engineered. You may have heard that your phone is a slot machine, that your feed runs on a reward you can't predict. That's true, but that's only the surface. The slot machine has a second trick, darker and far cleverer than the first, that the casino spent the better part of a century perfecting. It learned how to make losing feel like winning. And that trick is now sitting in the games on your phone. So tonight, let's go inside the machine. It starts with a near miss. 2 cherries, and a third that lands just above the line. The symbols that stop one click short of the jackpot. On paper, a near miss is a loss. You get nothing, exactly like every other loss. But your brain refuses to treat it like nothing. And if you've ever watched a game on your phone line up 2 matching pieces and just missed the third, you have already felt this exact thing. A neuroscientist named Luke Clark at the University of Cambridge sat people in a brain scanner and had them play a simple slot game. When a spin came up a near miss, a loss, their brains lit up in the same reward circuits that fire for a real win. The loss didn't register as losing. It registered as getting closer, and it measurably increased how much they wanted to keep playing, more than a clean, obvious loss ever did. It's a tiny thing, one spin, but stack a few thousand of them across one evening, and the near miss becomes the engine that carries you past every loss without ever letting you feel them. Now here is the part that should bother you. On a modern machine, that heartbreak is not luck. The reels you see spinning are not the reels the machine is really using. Behind the picture is a hidden list of numbers, and the symbols that sit just above and just below the win line can be made to appear there far more often than pure chance would ever allow. The almost is not something that keeps happening to you. The almost is a setting. The machine manufactures it on purpose because the feeling of nearly winning is the thing that keeps your hand on the lever. But the casino had a second move, and this one is sneakier. It's called a loss disguised as a win. Here's how it works. A modern slot machine doesn't have one pay line. It has dozens. So you bet on 20 lines at once. The reels spin, and one of those 20 lines hits. Lights flash, coins clatter. A triumphant little song plays. You won. Except you bet $1 across those 20 lines, and the one that hit paid you back 40 cents. You didn't win. You lost 60 cents. And the machine threw you a party anyway. When slot makers moved from a single line to dozens of them, this stopped being a rare quirk and became the core of the business. A machine that could take your money and congratulate you in the same half-second. A researcher named Mike Dixon at the University of Waterloo wired players up and watched their bodies during exactly that moment. Heart rate, the sweat on the skin, and these losses produced the same physical response as genuine wins, bigger than the response to an ordinary loss. The body celebrated, the wallet emptied, and the player kept going, feeling like a winner the whole way down. So why build a machine this way? Why teach it to fake a win? Because the goal was never to take your money quickly. The goal was to keep you in a place. There's a name for the trance the best machines produce. The machine zone, the state where the room dissolves, time stops matching, and there is only you, the screen, and the next spin. The anthropologist who spent 15 years inside Las Vegas studying this is the one who named it. The jackpot was never the product. The trance was. And everything on that casino floor is built to protect it. No clocks, no windows, a chair shaped to hold you, a game fast enough that there's no gap to think in. The industry even has a number for the trance, time on device, and every manufactured near miss, every fake celebration exists to push that number up by one more spin. You already know what that trance feels like. You've been inside it. You just weren't in a casino. It's late. You're tired. You open a game on your phone. Match the candies, spin the wheel, open the chest. You don't really win anything, but the screen keeps almost giving you something. The pieces line up 2 out of 3. The chest shudders like it's holding something rare, then drops a fistful of nothing. A bright, happy sound plays regardless. And an hour vanishes, and you can't honestly say you enjoyed it. You just never found the door to leave through. That's not a coincidence. That's a transplant. The casino's best tricks were lifted deliberately and dropped into the phone in your hand. The people who designed mobile games studied the casino floor, and they took the pieces one by one. The near miss is your match 3 game, the 2 symbols that line up and the third that just misses. The loss disguised as a win is your loot box, the cascade of light and music every single time you open it, no matter how worthless the thing that falls out. And when the rare prize refuses to come, the game offers to sell you the feeling of getting close. Just a few more pulls, a little more money. There's only one difference, and it's a clever one. The casino kept you in your seat by removing the clocks. The phone does the opposite, it adds them. A limited time event, a streak that breaks if you skip a day, a reward that's gone by morning. Same goal, opposite tool. Keep you coming back before the trance is time to fade. And here is the twist that actually matters. The casino never wanted you to win. A real win sends you home happy and done. What it wanted was for you to keep playing while you lose and to feel good the entire time you're losing. The almost is not a stumble on the road to the jackpot. The almost is the product. It is the thing being sold, and you're paying for it with your money, your time, and your evening. Once you see that, you can't watch a celebration on a screen the same way again. So here's what to watch for, starting tonight. The fanfare that plays when you didn't actually win anything. That sound is for you, not for your score. The so close, try again, engineer to feel like progress when nothing moved. The chest, the wheel, the pack that rattles with promise and pays out dust. The countdown timer on a thing you didn't know you wanted an hour ago. And the one test that cuts through all of it. At the end, count what you actually have. If the feeling was loud and the result was nothing, you weren't playing the game. The game was playing you. None of this means you can never spin a wheel again. But a trick you can see is a trick that starts to lose its grip. And now you can see it. So the next time the reels stop one symbol short, and you feel that little spark that says again, you'll know precisely what just happened. You didn't almost win. You were almost played. And that was always the design. If this changed how you see the games on your phone, hit subscribe. Next time, I'll show you how supermarkets are built to take your list and your money the second you walk through the door.